Saragid Rusya. I'm in paradise. Drusya, I can't believe it. I am actually in paradise. Now you're probably thinking, Fries, where are you? Where's Philip? What is going on? And I'm gonna tell you a little story on how I got to this paradise island called Zanzibar. Zanzibar, as you maybe know, is a little island outside of Tanzania. And you go here very easy in very different way. So you can go from Dar es Salaam, and then I took a little boat, 1.5 hours to this paradise island. You can also fly here, of course, but for me from Sweden it was actually cheaper to go to Dar es Salaam and then go by boat here. So over to the reason on why I'm here. Firstly, I was supposed to do a documentary with my friend here. That plan didn't go so well, so now I am here to do a YouTube video for you guys. So right now I'm staying at this super beautiful small boutique hotel called Mvuvi Boutique Resort, and it's just amazing. It has everything you would ever want, and it's small and exclusive. I put a link in the description below to this amazing hotel that you can check out if you like. And why isn't Philip with me? Well, because he's back in Sweden, he's working, and this was supposed to be, you know, a documentary trip, but now it's a YouTube trip. So I'm going to take you on this little trip with me. So the first city you come to when you arrive to Zanzibar, it's Stone Town. And Stone Town is a really pretty city here in Zanzibar. In Zanzibar, you can do a lot of different things. For instance, I would highly recommend to go to one of the jewelry factories or stores that they have here, because this is really fantastic, because here you can find a lot of very precious stones like diamonds and tanzanite. Tanzanite is you can only find it here from Tanzania. So let's be a lady and then go inside. Because of my former education in geoscience, I wanted to learn more about this rare treasure. Did you know, for instance, that the stone tanzanite is made from the mineral zoisite and only can be found in the Miralani Hills area? 1967, the first tanzanite got found in this area.
The bluer the stone, so they heat it so that it gets more darker color saturation, and then after cut and polish, that's how it becomes.
Alright, so this is in this raw format.
Yes.
And then you do processes, and that's why it's looking so dark.
Exactly.
And what would a ring like this cost?
250 USD. Just in
250
silver
USD.
with the A+ grade tanzanite, silver polished in white gold.
In the 1800s, it was actually here on Zanzibar, all the East African slaves were traded. So they were all brought to this island, and then they were sold out to Europe and all these countries that wanted the East African slaves. During this period, more and more merchants from Oman settled in Zanzibar. You can see traces of that even today. Most of the people who live in Zanzibar are Arabic Muslims. No one knows exactly how many people were taken as slaves to Zanzibar each year, but some people say that around 40 to 50,000 people were brought here every year to be sold as slaves. In the former Slaves Market Museum, you can educate yourself about this dark past.
Yeah, but for how much person?
Yeah, the zero on the back here. Take it here, 50, 50, and over there, 75, 75.
People in one room.
Yeah, it says something like that.
Sorry, 75?
75 over there, the big one.
And
over
here?
Here,
50.
50. Male,
50.
female, 75. So it is said they were kept here a day, 2 days, sometimes even a week. It depended on the situation at the market there.
If you're in Stone Town, you can't miss the Darajani market. Prepare for a crowded place, people, and some real culture. If you prefer spicy food, then you have to ask for the spice pili pili. It's a Tanzanian / Swahili specialty, and people use it to literally everything. It's very strong, so be careful. You can also take a walk in these beautiful narrow streets, but please, believe me, take with you a map, like a Google map or an ordinary map, because me and Dee, we were walking in this street one evening and you get so easily lost. We got lost for 45 minutes. Yeah, and that was not so funny, right, Dee? Yeah, so bring a map with you, I'm just saying.
Terry.
Look at it. Yeah.
Called Stone Town because all buildings of this area were constructed of stones. That's why it's called Stone Town.
What are we going to get? What is this?
So, filmar här. So this grows from this tree. It's called mbirimbi. Okay? And then this one is really, really nutritious. But if you cut it, it's so sour. And there are some in South Africa, in South America, they look like stars. Have a bite.
Okay.
It's high in vitamin C.
High in vitamin C, and it's called
Mbirimbi.
mirimbi. And we found it on a tree just in the city.
Oh,
I can't even compare it to something back home.
Yeah.
everyone to the movie today. Let's go.
You should taste it.
No, thank you.
Stone Town is also known for its beautiful, beautiful doors. Just look at this. Oh, like this. Or like this. In the evening, you can't miss to go to Forandani, because here in the evening, everything turns out to be a really, really nice market where you can buy fresh food. So they grill for you, and you can buy octopus and shrimps and a lot of nice things. Okay, honestly, there isn't so much to do in this city. Now we have captured most of it. So yeah, let's go over to some more exciting things, shall we? I mean, yes. Yes, come on! This is Zanzibar. Zanzibar, the perfect tropical paradise. If you like privacy, one of the less crowded, picture-perfect beaches is Metende Beach in the south. Another rather famous beach for kite surfers especially is Mooney Beach on the northeast coast. And far up north, you have the most famous beach, Nungwi Beach. And here you don't need to wait for the tide to be right to be able to swim. The beach, I mean, come on. Right? Insane. Can it be more picture perfect? I don't think so. Oh my god. What was the name? Huh? Metende beach. Очень красиво. You say красивый or красиво?
Красиво.
Красиво. Очень красиво.
If we are talking about the beach, we can talk красивый.
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 Окей. Очень красивый. Да.
Бодя, посмотри туда вообще. Это, знаешь, это место,
Вон она уходит, уплывает. Может, это ей нужен особо.
То есть я тут
Касаться нельзя просто.
Snake. Scary?
Yes. Yes, I'm so scared.
It's everywhere, everywhere!
My big...
It's everywhere!
папа не пугает.
If you want to support the locals' work with preserving their nature, Zanzibar Butterfly Center and Yusani Forest, with its rare monkeys, are well worth a visit.
Human. It's tickling.
Hello, my friend! No, stop! Oi, oi.
Ой.
He's running away. You don't want to be with me. Very fast. He's like, where's my food?
He wants to be on top.
He's like, yeah, my goal. Super nice.
Какой ужасный, это просто ужас. Он просто кошмарный.
Эй,
Ты видишь, бубенчик?
мама, подставляй руку.
Я и это чудовище,
Поворачивай теперь в другую сторону.
я и это чудовище просто вообще не...
Сюда поворачивай.
Я и это чудовище, это просто вообще нереально.
Еще раз.
Я и это чудовище, это просто вообще нереально. О май гад. Привет! Чудесная странность. Ты просто максимально странное существо, которое я только видел. Фу, посмотрите на его хвост, какой он ужасный.
During my weeks in Zanzibar, I got so inspired by the locals. For us, they might seem like they have nothing, and most of them live in poverty with a salary of approximately $130 per month, and electricity is pure luxury. But still, they have each other and they have a beautiful community. They find happiness in the smallest thing, like playing music and singing together. local village. One of the beautiful children who made me company during my little excursion invited me into her family's home. Oh, you have some chickens! Nice! So there are 11 people living in this house. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with the parents. Wow. Food place for the whole house. The whole family is watching. Well, yeah. They have their little kitchen like this. Super amazing how we can live like this. Wow.
She do a business, small business.
One of the ladies I met in a village told me that she worked in the fish industry. She works preparing the fish for the market. She gets approximately $2 per day for her work in profit. She has 4 children and she lives with 7 people in her house. I got invited to the private AMSI Nursery school and I met one of the founders of this wonderful, wonderful school. And this lady, she is from Italy. I got amazed that they have a special department that takes care of the children with special needs in this school. That's really, really something special. They also told me that they learned the children how to plant and take care of their own food.
They learn how to grow vegetables by themselves from the seeds.
So amazing. Yeah, so you teach them how to take care of them, and then so they can go home and do it themselves.
Yes.
It's amazing.
So, first step is to have respect of the nature and cleaning the environment. And second, how to use in a sustainable way everything that nature can provide.
They're actually cooking for 100 people in this room. 100 children. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. It's super hot here. I can't even understand how they are cooking here. It's so smoky. Yeah. Also, wow. When I said that I'm going to Africa to a lot of my friends, they asked me, oh, isn't it dangerous to go there? Isn't it a lot of thieves and those kind of things? And what I've learned that I want to share with you is that it's absolutely not hard to travel here, and you should absolutely not be afraid of thieves, because here also, and especially on Zanzibar, there is death punishment to steal. But they also have different categories. They, for instance, don't think stealing is when you see a mango tree beside the road, for instance. They don't see mango, like taking fruits and taking something for your own purpose and to eat yourself is a crime. So they would say, like, you can take a mango or some fruits to feed yourself, to feed your family, but you can't take it to, sell on the market. So they would not consider you taking a mango from a tree that you're passing, because literally it's mango trees everywhere, but they would consider it to be stealing if you would take those mango, fill it in your car, and then take it to the market and sell it. I think that is just so fascinating because for me it's stealing either way, even if you're eating it or not yourself. But for them, it's not.
There is plenty of places, of course, to explore in Zanzibar. So let us continue to Kusa Cave.
Going to Kusa Cave? Is it okay? Is it okay over there?
Yes.
Yes. Kusa Cave. Here we come. Oh my god. I expected much more water.
Ну что, ты, я не знаю.
Oh wow, I expected so much more water.
Kusa Cave is an ancient limestone cave formed about 250,000 years ago. Thousands of years of water erosion have made this cave what it is today. This has been an important freshwater supply for both humans and animals for a long, long time.
Давай.
During my time on the island, I met a guy, Pete, and this guy really has his heart on the right place. He started a rescue center for animals here. I got in contact with him and his work when I found a sick and abandoned kitten on the street one night in Nungwi. I could not leave her to die on the street, so I brought her to the hotel, and later that evening, Pete took over and cared for her. She survived for a couple of days, but sadly, she was too weak, so she moved on. Pete is creating a beautiful lodge where you can rent a house, grow your own food, and take care of the animal in his center.
You start to build this next?
Yeah, so once that house is done, or once we're a good way on with that, this will be the next one. And all this is going to be flower beds, well, not flower beds, fruit beds. Thinking about doing the herbs section here, because we're going to have to cover it to give it a little bit of shade. Party area, lounge area.
He has some amazing plans for this place, so if you ever go to Pangwe, stop by his place and give him a hand and cuddle with his rescued animals.
You know, big belly with a little kitten.
Hey, you are brave little. You are bravies. Cool.
Only the cutie didn't want to leave my lap. North of Zanzibar, in Nungwi to be specific, you can find the Baraka Aquarium. In this freshwater lagoon, the locals release turtles that they have bought from fishermen, which gives you the ability to swim with them and feed them in real life.
Oh, it's very deep. Very deep.
I have to admit, it is a little scary at first. "30 minutes by boat outside of Stone Town is the famous Prison Island. Swahili name of Prison Island is actually Shangu Island, and that's a fish. So back in the 1800s, this island was actually for the people who were slaves that didn't behave. They maybe refused to not do what their masters would tell them, and then they got kept here on Prison Island. And after that, the people that are prisoner were brought from here. They used this fort to bring people that have the yellow fever. Today you can walk around in the old fort, of course, but most of the people today come here for another reason. So Zanzibar got the yellow fever, so the people went to Prison Island to get here, and during the same time there was also turtles brought here. So we have a lot of big turtles on this island. The Aldabra tortoises got brought here back in the early 1900s by the British governor of Seychelles. After 50 years, they had a population of over 200 turtles. They are roughly 122 centimeters in length and have an average weight of 250 kilos. They are known to be among the world's longest lived animals. Some have been up to 200 years of age. Wow. When you are in Zanzibar, of course you have to visit one of the popular sandbanks that you see on all the Instagram pictures. And you do not forget your hat. The sun is super strong. You can find one of the most famous sandbanks, Nakupenda, outside of Prison Island. And down in the south, you can find beautiful whale sandbank. One of the most traditional things you can do in Zanzibar is to go out on a dhow. A dhow is a traditional wooden sailboat that fishermen have and are using today in their work. Traditionally, these dhows were sewn together using ropes made out of coconut fiber. Those are a magnificent handcraft, and if you would ask me, I would say even a piece of art. This is well worth experiencing out on the sea. If you go to Tanzania after the 1st of June 2019, you can't bring any plastic bags into the country. If you do, and if a cop catch you on the street with one, you can get a fine of $13. Great work, Tanzania, making people aware of the pollution that the plastic is creating for our environment. If you want to see dolphins on your trip, please choose your guide carefully. It was disgusting how I saw the way they stressed the dolphin by hunting them down and people jumping into the water to be able to swim with them. Zanzibar, you can absolutely do better.
Habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Zanzibar yetu. Hakuna matata.
Hakuna matata. Really beautiful, Captain.
Safi sana.
Okay, so Zanzibar has truly been amazing. It has welcomed me very well. I feel so welcome here. I have to say thank you to this amazing boutique hotel, Mvuli Boutique Hotel, for hosting me and having me here. It has been an absolute pleasure. And I hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of sun and some happiness. I know there's a lot going on right now, so I'm very happy to be here. I want to mention that it's very different to be in the mainland, like where I landed in Dar es Salaam, and compared to Zanzibar. It's very different. So what I realized, like in Dar es Salaam, there's not a lot of tourists. When I was walking in the streets, I would be the only white person, and people would, you know, scream after me, Musungu, 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 because that means white person, and people would scream after me. So coming to Zanzibar was completely different. It was a big relief, and it was a completely different feeling. To come here, it's more Western society. You have electricity, you have, you know, all the modernities that we have in the Western world. So I really like to be here, to feel a little bit at home and be in paradise if I compare it to Dar es Salaam. I really needed to be in this environment where it's just Hakuna Matata, pole pole, as they say, like slow down, slow down. The environment is completely different than back in Europe, when it's a lot of stress and you need to produce. Here is just Hakuna Matata, pole pole, just go with the flow. It can irritate me sometimes because everything goes so slow, and I'm not used to that. But it's very interesting to see how happy people are also. Like back home, people are very depressed, but here people are just enjoying life. They're being together, playing some music, and they're happy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and Hakuna Matata. I will see you in the next one.
Habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Zanzibar yetu. Hakuna matata.